I think we are ready. Hello.
Hello.
We're back after a long hiatus.
A very long hiatus.
We were pretty busy. Had a lot of things coming up. The last podcast we did was about eating healthy over the holidays.
Yep.
And I think we did a pretty good job.
We did all
right. My grandparents, it's basically all country cooked. You know, lots of pies, dumplings galore. We ate a little bit, a little stretch from what we normally eat, which is tofu and veggies 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
But we did pretty good. I mean, it helped that I had fight and some tournaments coming up and things like that too that I knew I didn't want to wreck my diet completely for. So that was helpful.
Sorry for the barking in the background. That's our dog.
Yeah, she's a brat.
Well, she's also been in the cage for a minute, so she probably has to use the restroom, but she can wait. So let's continue.
Yeah, so you're about headed up on a year in Muay Thai now?
Yep, I am.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like I've learned a lot. I don't think I've learned as much as I should have learned. Not saying like that on anyone else, but like on myself. Like I felt like I really am a slow learner, and so I get really frustrated with myself quickly. I've met some incredible people who I am proud and honored to call friends now. It's been really fun. I mean, I don't see myself quitting anytime.
Well, that's good.
Ever, because I'm a little addicted.
Yeah.
I've become quite addicted.
I've been doing it a little over 5 years, and yeah, there's nothing better. It's a lot of fun.
It's really fun.
Like I just love training with people, and like that's how I met most of my really good friends. Just because anytime you endure something that hard together, and I think that's how you find good people, because that's how we know some pretty tough people, some pretty cool people that can put up with a lot of physical, mental stress in the gym.
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly what I think is really cool is the fact that like people, the amount of injuries and stuff people can not just put on themselves but continue to do work with. Like, I mean, Colton has back issues. I have had pulled both my toes out of socket, or like fucked both my toes up. Like, your shins are messed up.
Yeah.
My shins are messed up. So, and then you just like keep going, and you just go in and you try again, or you do it again, and it's interesting the amount of pain you're able to deal with.
Yeah, well, a lot of that too is just it's just in your head sometimes too. I mean, you can tell yourself shit doesn't hurt, and a lot of times it works. It's muscle through stuff, and that's.
I think it helps also to have someone there who understands. So like, it's really helpful to have you to be like, yeah, that happens. It sucks. Stop being a bitch. You don't say that. But
I really don't put it in those words. I usually start and end with, yeah, that happens, it sucks, and that's where I cut myself off.
That's really nice. Thank you for not saying don't be a bitch. But also, I mean, it's implied.
Oh. Oops. Let the record show, I've never said that, nor have I implied that.
Yeah, I really like it. I think I would like to do more sparring, because I think I really suck at it. I suck at a lot of things. Sparring is probably my biggest thing. But, I don't know. I really like it. I have been really lucky to be able to do it. And, like I said, I don't see myself quitting. I like the idea of, now that summer is coming up, I can do it twice a day as opposed to just once, which is really nice. I like the idea of doing that on Mondays and like Wednesdays or something, so that I can get extra work in. Because like I said, I kind of become addicted to it.
Yeah,
And those shorts are so cute. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I at least a couple times a week I'm on Amazon looking at shorts. Oh, I don't have these in this color.
That's just because you have a shopping problem.
Well, yes. But also, how cool is our tie short collection?
It's amazing, and
I mean, we have.
It's
Yeah.
It's the greatest.
We have all the tie shorts.
All of them. Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot. It's interesting because I really thought like, so coming from a running, like as much as I ran, and then going into Muay Thai, I think I thought I would lose more weight, but I've gained 10 pounds in the last like year. I went from 124 when I met you, and now I'm up to 134, 135. And I think that's fucked up because I'm angry. I have a bone to pick. And so I don't know what to do with that. So that's my biggest frustration right now. Especially because if I am going to be cutting weight, like, I don't know how my body is going to react to that. You know what I mean? Like, what if it scares me? It really scares me. It's not the difficultness of it, but the fact that, like, what if my body just isn't able to shed weight like everybody else is? You know what I mean?
Well, you have to test it. You have to do little trial runs and try things and see where, because I mean, everybody can lose water. You know, weigh-ins are, you're not really losing weight. You're just losing like water weight so you can put it back on. So if you fought at 124, and you just lost 10 pounds of water, you wanted to get that weight back, by the next day. Typically you're close to. So that's what I did. That last, because when I dieted down, that last fight I had, I was 148 consistently. Just eating right and not eating too much. And so basically I had to lose 13 pounds of water, which was awful.
Yeah. So that's the thing that scares me. I definitely want to fight. That's something that I'm really like anxious and excited to do, but I don't want to do it. Like, I don't like going into something and not being fully ready for it. And so I just keep trucking along and hope I suck less every time I go in.
Well, that's kind of the main thing. I've never felt like, oh yeah, I'm really good. I've never felt like that. I've always felt like, well, today I sucked a little less than yesterday, so that was cool. Some days I suck worse. Like maybe I just had a bad day in the gym, because that happens.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry about our dog.
She'll get over it.
She's really borky.
She's a borkster.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's anything you do that you struggle hard with. If you do it all the time, I mean, you're gonna get better at it, and there's always somebody better than you, though. So
do you ever feel like that's not the case for somebody? Like, oh, you're always gonna get better at it. When is it the time when you're like, you know what, this isn't for you? You know what I mean? Because like there are people out there who just shouldn't be doing this, or this, Okay, so hopefully we've, not to interrupt myself, but hopefully Penny will stop barking. Anyway, okay, so what I was saying is, like, I wouldn't want to consistently go in and continue to suck and continue to suck. Like, right now I feel like, okay, when I was starting, I was kicking good. Okay, fine. It's not that it feels like I'm not necessarily getting better. It honestly feels like I'm getting worse because I'm not so hyper focused on getting better. Does that make sense? And that makes me really worried because I want to make sure that I'm constantly getting better as opposed to, I don't know. It's
you go to the gym every day and you work hard.
Lots of people go to the gym every day and they work very hard and they don't get anywhere.
Well, how do you know you're not getting anywhere?
That's what I'm asking. Like, how do you know that?
I ask your coach how you're doing. I think I'm
One of
not
them
your
is right here.
coach. I feel like you've gotten a lot better. You caught on to it faster than I did. So, you know, I I I didn't do very well with it when I first started. I still don't think I'm great at it, but I know I'm better than I was. I'm pretty sure me now could beat up me 5 years ago. So that means I did better. I'm doing better than I was. So, that's all you can do is keep showing up and keep working hard. And as far as like saying it's not for somebody, well, it's not for you if you don't want it to be for you. If you love martial arts and you just want to train and learn how to fight and do things like that, there's no reason why you can't. Whether you do a very good job at it, you know, and maybe you do it for years and you're not great at it, but are you having fun? Do you enjoy yourself? If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. But if you're training and maybe you're not, maybe you're not the next Stipe Miocic or champion or anything like that. Maybe you're just hitting pads and having a good time and making friends and just enjoying what you do. I mean, that's what it's about. It's just about enjoying what you do. So, yeah, I feel like it's not for you if you don't want it to be for you. I don't think anything is if you like something enough and you enjoy what you do, it's for you. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
I
fair.
think that's because for me, like I'm not the best in the gym by any means, and I don't know. But I love every minute of it. Whether I'm getting beat up or somebody who's been there 6 months is doing better than I've been. When I've been there for 5 years. Some people just have a really good knack for it, and I don't feel like I had a knack for it. I just didn't know the answer to quit. Like I didn't know quit. I just kept going because the only way you get better is to keep showing up, and regardless of how bad you think you are, or maybe you're fucking terrible, but who cares? Have fun, enjoy yourself. That's my biggest thing is if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do it. And even on days I'm not good at it, I
Unless it's
still
your job, because.
yeah, my job. Unless it's my job. Well, you know what? I'm good at my job. I just oh god, I hate my
Okay,
job.
switching the subject.
So bad. Don't get me on that. It's really bad. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I mean, I've definitely learned a lot in almost a year. It's weird that it's been almost a year, but I really like the gym better when it's warm outside.
Yeah, because it gets really hot in there.
Yeah, but I'd much rather be working in hot than
Yeah.
working in cold because I don't like working in the cold.
Working in the cold, everything hurts more.
Yeah. And then you can't go right outside and be like, "Hello, world. Look at my tie shorts, world."
Instead, you got to be like, "Hang on while I bundle up."
Yeah, and then I have to also I've noticed that my laundry gets triple quadrupled in the winter because I'm bundling up. So if I'm sweating in my tie shorts or I'm sweating in general, then I have to put sweatpants on over it. I don't want to fucking put those not in the I don't want to put them in the clean pile. I want to put them in the dirty pile. So then all of a sudden I have pants that I've worn all of 15 minutes to get home, but they're still dirty because I was sweating before and I had to put them on. So all of this equals summer is the best, basically. But now that I've been there a year, you are introducing a new class, which I'm excited and I love taking and is really fun.
Yeah, I as of last week we started cardio kickboxing at Top Level Gym from 6 to 7 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Um, it's basically going to be, it's just a super fun class. Mostly for people that just want to come in and get like a good sweat.
So can you give me a basic outline of what you were thinking of doing? Because when I come in, I feel like it's easy for you to, tell me what to do. It's no big deal. So what if you had a full class? What would we be doing?
Um, well, it's mostly. I mean, I'm figuring out how much time we have. We'll probably do a lot of just very basic like kickboxing stuff. So like basic combos, like a jab and a kick, or a jab and a teep, or a 1-2, or a 1-2 hook, and just do that for like probably a 4-minute round. You know, pace yourself, take breaks, because I'm thinking this class is gonna kind of hit towards people that it's more for people that maybe you just want a good sweat and get some cardio and learn some basic self defense, but also maybe you don't want to fight. Maybe you don't want to learn a lot of Muay Thai technique and things like that. So I'm thinking like we've got the pole bags that I was going to have people work on. We've got the kick shields. My coach Ian, he just bought a bunch of new kick shields, and he bought a couple more bags as well. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking good 4 or 5 4-minute rounds. I'm just beating the hell out of some pads. Um, and you'll get some work in. Maybe depending on how much time we have to in, we might do some ab work or something like that at the end. Just to throw in something. I mean, if there's 10 minutes left, I might have everybody do a bunch of sit-ups or some burpees or something. I don't know. Everybody loves burpees.
Everybody loves burpees. They love burpees as much as they love hernia surgery. I don't know.
Burpees are awful, but they make you work. So, but yeah, I'm super excited because that's a step closer to my goal eventually of coaching full time and leaving the job that I just mentioned. I previously mentioned that I hate. So
wait, you hate your job?
Yeah, this just in. So but yeah, that's my plan eventually. Now it's a foot in the door. It's a good experience for me to be able to teach people some basic knowledge that I have, and help people get in shape. If you want to lose weight, feel better. I mean, it's all around. It's gonna be a lot of good things. And it's gonna be a work at your own pace kind of deal too. Like if you come in there and you've never exercised in your entire life, I'm not gonna murder you. Go at your own pace. If it's a 1-2, combo, hit the bag 1-2, step back, relax. Then when you feel like going, go again, and we'll catch our breath in between. Because I want it to be hard, but I don't want it to be so hard that nobody comes back. So like I want to work with people. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a really good thing. And summer's just about here. It's spring. It's beautiful out. People are gonna wanna get in shape. That summer beach bod going.
Wait, do these people not have a body?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. If you have a body
and you're on the beach, you got a beach bod.
Exactly.
That's right. Okay, so the last thing you did was the last tournament you did was what?
The ego.
The ego. You basically went in there and fucked everybody's world up.
Yeah,
and then brought your axe home and threw it at the wall and screamed and ripped your shirt off.
Yes.
Okay.
That's precisely how that went.
So what's up next?
Summer Chicago Open. That's the 12th and 13th.
Why are you asking me? I asked you what was up next.
I'm trying to think. I think it's the 12th and 13th.
Okay.
11th and 12th, or 12th and 13th, I believe.
Okay.
They actually have gi and no gi. I'm telling myself I'm making featherweight for the gi.
What is featherweight?
54 and a half, 154 and a half pounds in the gi, and I don't want to have to starve myself to make it there, but I think I might be 55 or 56 right now, so we'll see.
I think you'll be alright.
Probably. Now in nogi, I signed up for lightweight nogi because nogi is 149 pounds, and that's scary. I like to lift weights, so 149 pounds is hard for me.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
How did you get down to 135?
I cut a lot of water.
That was insane.
Yeah, well, but that was, weigh-ins. In MMA fights, weigh-ins are the day before. Whereas IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu tournaments, you weigh in, and then you go right to the mat. So, it's not like I can cut a bunch of water and then try to compete, It's a little bit different. True. So, it kind of, it's kind of a good thing, though, that they do it that way, because it kind of prevents people from doing that whole weight cut bullshit. So...
You're cute. Okay. So, August, that's the closest one?
Yeah. There's some other ones coming up. Like, there's a grappling games in June. It's in Chicago that I'm considering. There's a couple tournaments this month.
Okay, I have a question. So I definitely am not competing yet, or I've never competed in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've genuinely never been in a competitive sport in my life. Okay. I've done theater, and I don't consider that competitive because it's all about, so much of it is about who you know. Yeah. That it tends to just be like, okay, well, I know you are a brown person, come and play this brown person in my show. And as fucked up as that may seem, sometimes it's just what happens. Yeah. So I don't consider theater a competitive sport because I don't do it at a competitive level, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Right. Like, I'm not good enough to be, like, doing it at a competitive level, I suppose. So, on that note, competing terrifies me because I don't want to lose. And I think that if I lost, I would probably be like, well, that was a good job. Never going to do that again. Goodbye. And so I don't understand the idea of, like, so many of you guys have this really incredible mentality of, like, oh, I lost, I learned something. Because to me, that's not how my brain works. If I lose, that means I'm the worst and I should go home and never do it again because you suck. So I don't understand how or where you get the idea of learning something. Like, where does that come from? And how do I get a piece of that shit? Because I need it.
Well, I don't... For me, like, in the gym training with people, I have enough people to beat my ass every day that I'm in there. Like, I know, just going into the gym, people that aren't necessarily trying to hurt me to the point where they can, to win, because we're all just trying to get better together. But in that scenario, I've had people beat me up, so I'm like, okay. I've had people beat me up in the gym. Now, granted, the people in the gym, it's like, let's say there's 30 people, and that's 30 people, and then there's 7 billion people in the world. That's a very small percentage of people. But just being in that scenario, I know I'm not the baddest motherfucker. Because...
Well, I know that too, but that doesn't make losing any better.
Well, no, losing sucks. Nobody likes to lose. But also, like, it's just... End of the day, it doesn't matter for me. Like, it's not my job. I compete and do things because I enjoy it. And so... My livelihood doesn't depend on it. It's not. It's important to me to go out there and do the best I possibly can. But if I go to a tournament and I don't come home with a gold medal, I still got to go to work the next day. The cat still needs to be fed. I still got to clean the house at some point. Like, it doesn't change that much. The biggest thing that changes for me is just my mentality on it and everything like that.
Sorry, I just had a really funny thought. So what if Wilbur was like, if you don't go home with a gold medal, I refuse to eat. Fuck you. I'm out.
Well, if Wilbur says that to me in perfect English, I will compete my ass off into the.
He's
I
like,
mean,
oh no, if you are not bringing axes into this house daily, get the fuck out. I don't want your bullshit food you feed me.
yeah. Well,
I just think it's really interesting because I've like like I said, it's been a year and I've been surrounded by people who have the exact same mentality that you do. That's like, well, it sucks, and I yes, it sucks, and no, I'm not the best. I'm not even great or good, honestly. I just I don't know. I don't know if I was ever taught how to lose, I guess. Because I never was, I mean, I pretty much was an only child. I was never really taught, like, it's okay to lose. Because if I started losing, my mom would be like, so apparently the thing is if I started losing when I was little, I would quit the game. I'd be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to play this anymore. And my mom constantly talks to me about, like, she's like, you are such a bad loser. And so I don't know if it's just like why or how you can be taught how to lose, or like if losing enough, eventually you just don't care, or
it,
how do you still want to go back and try again,
yeah. Well, so
or is that just like your fighter's heart kind of thing, you know what I mean?
I think for me it was the mentality of, and again, this is just me, but I just, if you don't try, you know the outcome. You always, if you lose that one time and you don't go back and go for it again, you're never gonna win. You already know that you've lost and it's never gonna win. You're never gonna pick it up and do it and win it. So the only
Like the
way,
lotto.
yeah, very similar to Lotto, but I think you have a higher chance of winning a jiu-jitsu competition or Muay
Obviously
Thai.
you've never seen me roll, so maybe I should start playing the lotto.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, for, I, that's the difference though. It's not a 1 in a million chance or 100 billion chance, or where the fuck the lotto is right now. It's you know, it, like I said, I don't compete because I'm not a pro. I'm not anything that's making money or anything like that. I do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do, and winning is great, but getting out there competing and just doing your best is the main focus, and that's what's important to me.
I'm gonna play this at everybody's little league game.
Well, I hope you do. Maybe little
Timmy.
little Timmy is gonna be pumped up, and he's gonna be like, yeah. I mean,
no, I think it's good advice. I just really worry about that because I just, I want to be able to hang with y'all, and knowing that that is a personal flaw, or you know whatever in myself, then I want to make sure that I'm learning from that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, competing terrifies me. Well, I go, and it's okay.
Oh, okay.
I go and watch you, and Jessica was like, "You looked terrified," and I am terrified because I don't want you to lose, and so I don't think I breathed deep breaths at all during your entire time you were rolling. Like I'm freaking out inside, and the whole time I'm thinking, oh my god, I don't know. Like it's just really hard to watch. So thinking that I have to be out there, and I would do something really stupid. So I don't know.
You don't know that until you do it, though. So you can't put that on yourself. And really, once you get going, I mean, it's what's the difference in jiu-jitsu tournaments versus what we do in class? Besides the fact that we start standing.
No, that's not true, because people in class are not rolling for the gold banana. You're rolling easy. You're rolling. I mean, you're rolling hard, but like you're not rolling half as hard as you're out there.
Well, when you get ready for tournaments, people roll harder, but it's still the basic thing. Once it hits the ground, it's the exact same thing we do in class. We don't do a lot of standing in class. We need to do more. But for the most part, it's everything we do in class. It's a little bit harder because you have the adrenaline, things like that. But it's very similar.
The adrenaline worries me because I feel like I would bite someone by accident.
Well, don't do that.
Because I've bitten you before and I didn't mean to, and I just out of.
I don't know why you bite people.
I think it's a defense.
I don't. Don't do that.
I'm gonna try really hard. I can't make promises. Sometimes it just happens. You know, like when you scare me or when someone scares me, the first thought is punch him in the face, and that's how I punched my cousin in the face and almost broke her nose.
Wow.
It's just a knee jerk reaction, biting you.
Okay, well, don't do that.
I try really hard not to. Again, I make no promises.
But yeah, it's you don't know until you do it. I think it's. I mean, you don't have to compete if you don't want to, but I think it is good for advancement in your martial arts, in yourself, because you see what you see how you react in those situations. You know, they're for sake of argument, they're trying to beat. I mean, they're trying to beat you. They're not. I mean, it's a competition, so they're not really trying to kill you. But
they're trying to kill you. They're literally looking for the tap.
Yeah, but
yeah,
they're gonna let go.
No, they want to kill you.
Whatever. Anyways. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you see how you react to those situations when you're under the pressure, and, so it is different. And, again, it's not, I don't know, for me, it was necessary. I had to do that. I had to compete. I had to do those things.
Were you scared?
Jiu-jitsu tournaments, at first it was. Now, not so much, because I always go into it and I say, they can't punch you in the face. So, it doesn't bother me as much. Because, worst case, they might, choke me out or something. But they're not going to punch or head kick me or, anything like that. So, that doesn't bother me as much. MMA fights, fucking terrifying. But, it's just, I was never competitive growing up. The only thing I did was paintball. So, and that was a team sport. That wasn't a one-on-one thing. So, and that I really enjoyed. I lost a lot in that, but I just kept doing it because I enjoyed it, So, but for me, never being the competitive athletic person growing up, like, competing was very necessary for me to just, I don't know, to push myself over that limit and make myself better and make myself do things that I was fucking terrified of. Because for me, it was very, very beneficial for my growth in Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, all of it. Like, it completely changed my way of thinking, and I don't know, it humbled me too. Being in the gym, fighting, all that stuff. But also made me realize that, okay, you're a lot tougher than you thought you were. So, yeah, I needed it.
So, what do we do next?
Well, I'm going to polish off this bag of frozen peaches. Or frozen pineapples, peaches. It starts with a P. It's frozen pineapples.
Good job. Good job, babe.
It's, let's see what time we got. It is 9:14. So, I'm probably going to start a movie and then fall asleep before 10 o'clock, hopefully. What do you do next?
I'm going to go let the dogs out.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to start a movie. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to try this sleeping nonsense.
Hold up. That sounds good.
But I'll probably toss and turn for like 3 hours.
Yep. That's likely. Alright, cool. We have a game plan, folks. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hopefully you listen to the entire thing. And, please like and share. Um, we're gonna try to be more consistent with these. So we enjoy doing them, and if it helps one person, then cool,
Worth it.
worth it. All right, folks, have a good night. Thank you.
Bye.